Got a lot of fight in them, and that's what I'm proud of. You look at at halftime offensively, we struggled in the first half. We wasn't very sharp offensively in the first half, but the conversation in the halftime was we've been here before. We talked about the Louisville game when we were down 14 at half, and just rely on your defense. I thought we played good enough defense in the first half where the game didn't get away from us. We just didn't score. I thought we came out the second half with great energy. We did a tremendous job. Guys got to going. We scored off of turnovers. We scored off of great defensive possessions. And it's tough because this team is fighting their ass off, and it's about 4 or 5 plays in that game that we probably could get back. It's probably a different outcome. One of them being I thought Casey had a hell of a steal. The other one was, I thought we gave up 2 offensive rebounds. I thought Casey got a great steal, and I thought it may have been an intentional foul. I thought it was a grab. So a couple different things. It would change the outcome of the game, but I'm really proud of some guys. One of the bright spots is, I've mentioned him already, Casey Morsell, I thought played really well on both ends of the floor, and he gave us a different dimension. Our guys are fighting, guys, and we talked about this. This is a 1-possession game. I looked at the UVA and Virginia Tech game that they just played. It was a 1-possession game. And so the one thing about us, we talked about, hey, stop beating yourself. We got to do the little things at the end. If we do the little things at the end, we will get over the hump. And you're going to win a lot of games and lose a lot of games if you don't do the little things. But at the end of the day, if you start taking care of business with the little things, you'll win more than you lose. So, questions?
Are the little things, is it kind of makes you sit on film or just go through the game to kind of correct it?
It's a game thing, Jonas. We show it on film, but we missed just as much. Got 2 big offensive rebounds. That was huge. And if we do a good job blocking him out, or not even where he doesn't get the rebound, or he comes over his back and get the rebound, or Jericho does a great job blocking him out and somebody else gets the rebound, it's a different story. That didn't lose us the game, but when you start going through a game and you start looking at different stuff, it adds up. And I think in every basketball game, it's probably 9 or 10 plays that could go either way, and they sometimes determine the outcome of the game.
Are these games starting to feel the same? It seems like they're similar.
What was that? Said again?
Are these games starting to feel similar? You guys are battling, it gets closer to the end, it doesn't go your way. It's starting to feel like Groundhog Day over and over again.
No, not really. I was happy at Louisville. I was happy at Virginia Tech too. And so, we given some away, but the other team's playing well too. I just think it's when you look at the ACC, I think there's a lot of parity among some of these teams. Now, that doesn't mean on a given night that some certain teams can't be better than the others. At Duke was better than us the other night. At Louisville, we won by 16, different stuff. But doesn't seem that way. It would seem that way if our guys wasn't fighting, because I would then say, man, golly, we're not playing well. We're playing well enough to win. We just have to clean up some stuff.
Did you have any flashbacks in 2019 during that first 8.5 minutes when it was 15-0?
No, I didn't. I don't even remember what you're talking about. I'm assuming you're talking about when we didn't play well, didn't have a lot of points.
47-24,
yeah. No, I didn't. But I'm sure by you asking the question, you did. I didn't. Yeah. I did not.
But, you're down 15-0. At that point, first of all, what happened? And second of all, what do you do at that point to keep these guys focused so that they don't get caught up in that?
The Virginia Tech 2 games now has been the weirdest games that I've been involved with in a while. At Virginia Tech, it was 15-0 run, 16-0 run. It's weird. We just stayed the course. It says a lot about our guys' character when you start the game down 15, you bounce back, you go to halftime down 14, and then you got a chance to be in the game to win the game at the end. And we just, what did I talk about? Hey, just lock in. Don't let the game get away from you on the defensive end. If you don't defend, it could get worse. And just keep staying the course, because I thought we got some good shots. We just didn't make it. A couple of them I thought were forced, but for the most part, I thought we got some good shots.
Your guys are human. They probably missed Ernest Ross in the presence of having him. Do you think that contributed at all to a slow start, that they were just kind of processing losing a teammate?
Yeah, I don't think that contributes to the slow start. I think what we miss Ernest Ross is, if you guys remember, he was a live body. He was, he's a kid that was finally starting to play good basketball. And the reason why it took him so long, because he had to finish some academic work during the summer, so he didn't get any summer work in. And so the first few weeks or months was his summer. And now he was playing well. I feel awful for him. I feel awful for our team. I mean, here's a kid who has worked his butt off. He was definitely in the rotation. There was a possibility coming into this game that if he was going to be playing, he was going to fight for starter minutes. He was going to have the opportunity. And as you guys know, we can't afford to lose anybody, but especially someone in the front court. We're down to 9 scholarship guys right now. We're fighting.
You talked a little bit about Casey earlier, but him going 4 of 8 in this game, obviously he's gone through a rough stretch since the injury at against Nebraska. How big is that of a sign of maybe having another scorer outside of your quote unquote big three and Chaquavion and Jared Bowl and Darion?
Corey, it's everything. Because people are game planning against Darion and even Chaquavion. They're packing the paint and staying at home. And we've got to do it. We got to have somebody else that provides a lot more than we was before. Casey Morcell, his ankle injury, man, he was one of our better players. I think he was around 15 points a game, and it's taken him a long time just to get his lift back, to get his legs back under him. And he's had a couple good days of practice. He's actually had a couple good weeks of practice. He was playing well at Louisville, and he would have played more there, but he got in foul trouble. And so we need him. We need him to play. We need him to get better. With our rotation now, everybody's got to contribute in a big way.
Kevin, forgive me if you were asked this already. I'm sure you were, but what helped you guys to find back in that game and make it a game in the second half?
Mark, I just thought we fought. I thought we fought, and I played for a coach, as you know, Bill Pullen, that always says that early leads never last. And we talked about early leads never last, and just keep on battling and chipping away at it. Every time out, we talked about winning that 4-minute segment, and I thought our guys bought in, and we won the 4-minute segment, and we just fought. Look, Virginia Tech's a good basketball team. They've had some very unfortunate situations similar to us. It's going to be a lot of teams in our league that are going to have 1 or 2 possession losses, and then they're going to be the outliers where guys just don't play well and they just lose by a lot. But we have to find out. I'm worried about NC State. We got to figure out how to cut down or limit our plays that cost us games at the end.
Obviously, first time you played him 2 weeks ago, your rebounding was very good, and your defense was good. What did you think about your rebounding, your defense in this one?
I didn't think we rebounded well. I thought defensively in the second half we were better. When you look at Kevin Aluma and you take Justin Mutz, and they totally, both of them together, they get 23 points. That's a good night. That's a win. I thought what we got hurt at is both of those guys really crushed us on the glass. When you look at them, between the two of them, they had 7 offensive rebounds and 20 rebounds total. And I think we got hurt. Our bigs are young, and they're all we have, and we're going to stick with them, and we're going to continue to get them better. But we struggle in the paint because of our size, and we don't have anybody with experience back there.
Anything for Coach?
Thanks, guys.